Databases are one of the core concepts of COMM 335 or any MIS course, because once you understand how data is stored and how we interact with it within a database, it makes it a lot easier to understand the data analysis, audit, and security concepts of the course, as well as how databases and data fit within the overall macro business perspective. In COMM 335, we learn about the relational database model, which is utilized by many major companies in the form of MySQL, Oracle databases, Postgres, Salesforce, and SAP database products. In this series of videos, we will be going over the basics that you need to know about the relational database model so that you can ace the final exam and improve your understanding of working with professional databases once you get to your internships and co-ops. Now, to define what we're talking about, a database is quite literally a structured collection of data. Let's say you are the founder of Canada and you need to keep track of all this data about people in your country so that you can collect taxes from them effectively. Well, with 37 million people in your country, it would be rather hard to simply remember every single person's name, social insurance number, address, and all that stuff. So why not come up with a system for organizing all of this data? You could create an Excel spreadsheet to hold all of the citizen data where each row or record is a different person and each cell contains the data that you want to keep track of for that person, their name, address, tax number, etc. But we have another spreadsheet that we use to keep track of every person's tax payment record for that year, if they've paid their taxes at all and how much they owe. But if someone avoided paying their taxes, how do we know what address to go to and who we're even dealing with? Well, within that tax payment tracking spreadsheet, as long as you had a key or a code to identify each payment under a person, you can very easily link the two Excel spreadsheets by matching this key between the two tables. So a person's SIN number, or social insurance number, is connected to this row in the citizen data spreadsheet, which has information about their name and address, but a person's social insurance number is also connected to each row or record in the tax payment tracking data spreadsheet, which has information about their tax payments. Now, placing these two spreadsheets into a database and linking them or relating them with our social insurance number between the two tables as our key is so much more efficient than keeping track manually. And this act of using a key to link two spreadsheets is what makes a relational database relational. If you worked for a company and need to keep track of your biggest customer, their contact information, all of the sales you've made to them, leads and opportunities that were used to make those sales or upcoming sales, it would be a nightmare to keep track of all of this data within the same spreadsheet. But by splitting them into smaller spreadsheets or tables and linking them with a customer ID key, for example, we can find exactly what we need to about our customer without sifting through masses of other data points that we might not need at the time. But in the case that we do want to see everything, we can, because we've linked all of our different data spreadsheets with this one key. For the purposes of this course, all you need to know is that a relational database has multiple tables. These tables exist to keep track of something. It can be a table of movies, customers, songs, or inventory tracking. Within each table, there are records. Now, records can be the thing or entity that you want to keep track of, a person, a sale, a product, etc. And each of these records holds multiple fields that contain data like name, age, database, and address. And what makes the database relational is the existence of a key or multiple keys that link tables together so that you can find the data that you need, collect it all in one place, and use it for data analysis and business cases. To make things more simple, think of tables as spreadsheets, as Excel files. Think of records as the rows within those spreadsheets, and think of fields as cells within that spreadsheet. As for the key or multiple keys, think of things like customer IDs or order IDs or product IDs when you're keeping track of inventory, stuff like that.